Hey, how we doing today, guys? Today we're going to talk about 10 habits that are going to make you successful. Let's get right into it. First habit, right in the morning, wake up early. I'm sure you've heard this so many times. You got to wake up early. Successful people wake up early. The early bird gets the worm. I'm sure you've heard all of these. Here's why I like getting up early. I like getting up early just because getting up early gives me that boost. It honestly, it gives me more hours in the day. Just thinking about it, it really gives me the power to believe that I have more hours in my day. Because I wake up around 6 a.m. and here's what I do. With my alarm, when I wake up, I don't use a traditional alarm clock. I have a Philips Hue smart light system, and I'll link a description to that below as well, so you can buy it on Amazon if you're interested. This Philips Hue light system, what it does is it slowly dims the lights up. So it simulates a sunrise. So my body thinks that the sun is rising, and I don't wake up with that jolt of an alarm clock. I hate that jolt of an alarm clock. So the lights slowly dim up and my body slowly wakes up. It's beautiful. I put the lights to come on at 6 o'clock. So from 5:45 to 6 o'clock, the lights go from zero brightness all the way slowly up to fully bright by 6. My eyes normally open about 6:05, 6:10. By 6:15, I'm up. I'm ready to go out of bed, ready to crush it today. The second habit I want to talk to you guys about today. Here's what I do every single morning, and I really recommend that you do it as well. I have a little journal that I keep right by my bedside, and I take notes every morning. Every morning, I write 5 things on there. I write my daily goal, which is basically like a little to-do list for the day, and also any goals that you're trying to achieve that day. So if I'm trying to get maybe 4 clients in, I'm trying to get 3 clients in, I'm trying to make a YouTube video, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. So I write down all my daily goals on there, and then I write down my weekly goals, I write down my monthly goals, and a lot of these are also financial goals. Like I wrote down this morning that I want to make $45,000 by the end of this month. That's going to be my monthly goal for this particular month. So I have monthly goals, then I have yearly goals, and then I have 5 yearly goals. My yearly goal is to make $1.5 million this year, and I think I can do it. But what I do is I have affirmations. I write this down every single morning. By writing it down every single morning, I'm able to tell my mind that this is what needs to be done. So I have my yearly goal, my 5 yearly goal. So all these 5 goals are written down there, and I can follow that. And every day I can look back and see what my goal was yesterday, what my goal is today. And if you look back, like if I want to look back 6 months back and I see, oh, this is what I was 6 months ago, the change is drastic, and you can see yourself becoming better because you're always going to keep setting better and better goals for yourself. So write a journal, buy a little journal from Walmart, write something down in it every single day. Write down your goals every morning. And this is very important. What I like to do is I don't even touch my phone until I write these goals down. I don't do anything. I wake up, I put my glasses on. First thing I do is write down these goals. And the reason I don't have my glasses on right now is because I don't like the way the light shines off them. So in case you're wondering why my glasses are, they're right here. Right here, my glasses. I do wear glasses, but I don't like wearing them during the video just because of the horrible reflection, and I'm not really blind without them, so I'll be just fine for a couple minutes. Anyways, so while you're writing these goals down in the morning, another one thing I do that's super important is I drink an entire ½ liter of water. What that water does is it flushes out any toxins that you have maybe from the night before or any bacteria that's in your mouth. It just kind of flushes it down the system. Because you've been sleeping for 6 to 7 hours, you may have some bacteria in your tract or something. It just kind of flushes all that out, and it's a great way to start the day off as well. Speaking of starting the day off, another very important thing that I do is I make myself a cup of organic green tea every morning. This is not green tea that you have a tea bag and you kind of dip it. This is loose leaf tea. The thing about loose leaf tea that I particularly like, especially green tea, is it's got so many antioxidants in it. It really helps your body. Not only is it like a nice hot drink in the morning, so for all of you coffee drinkers out there, it does have a little bit of caffeine in it as well. Not nearly as caffeinated as coffee, so it's not nearly as bad for you. Still gives you that nice wake up. It doesn't jolt you up, it wakes you up slowly. And you wake up with that. It's a very natural process, and I love the antioxidants in that. Very healthy for you. I do it, my father does it, his father did it. It's I don't know, it's a generational thing. So that's definitely one thing that I recommend. Green tea every single morning, and loose leaf tea, not the dipping tea, loose leaf tea. The fourth point that I want to talk to you guys today is called the 5-minute rule. My 5-minute rule is if I'm going about my day and if I see something that needs to be done in 5 minutes or under, I will do it right then or right now. So any task that you can do in less than 5 minutes, I need you to do that right then and right there. So that means you don't procrastinate it for later. If it can be done right now, you do it right now. Like you can smash that like button right now for the YouTube algorithm. That's not even going to take you 5 minutes. Go ahead, smash it. There you go. Let's say I'm making my tea in the morning and I see that the dishwasher needs to be unloaded. I'll unload that dishwasher. It takes me less than 5 minutes. If I take off my shirt and I put it in the laundry hamper and I see the laundry hamper is full, it takes me less than 5 minutes to put the laundry in the washer and start it up. all of these tasks take less than 5 minutes to do. So I like to do a lot of these like 5 minute tasks in the morning, right before I'm getting ready to do the fifth thing, which is going to the gym. Going to the gym, exercising, very important. And I don't have to tell you about this. There's more than enough people out there who are going to tell you about how gymming is important, why exercising is important, the blood flow that goes through your body, the mentality it brings about yourself. And believe it or not, gymming gives you more energy. When I come out of the gym at about 8 o'clock, I have so much more energy than when I went in at 6:30. It's a very energetic process, and what you're doing is you're making all your blood cells flow. Your blood is flowing. You're basically able to get in that motion and your body is moving. It's very important to get your body moving, because if you're still lazing in bed for an hour after your eyes have opened, your body's not moving yet, your body's not warmed up, and that's what causes laziness throughout your entire day. So if you start your day on the right path, start your day up here ready to go, then your day is going to continue going that way all the way to the finish. The sixth thing that I do is listen to a podcast. I like to listen to an educational podcast in the morning. I'll normally do this while I'm gymming. So when I may be running on the treadmill, I like to listen to nice hyped up music, so kind of keep me going. But when I'm doing like weights or working out or something else like that, I kind of have a podcast playing on my headphones. So what I do there is I kill two birds with one stone. I listen to educational podcasts, like for example, a couple podcasts that I'm currently listening to. I listen to the Bigger Pockets podcast. I recently started listening to this podcast also called The Millionaire Flicks. It's basically about how to get into the right mentality of being a millionaire, and it's a great program. Go check it out as well. So this is what the routine looks like for me every morning. I'm following all these habits, and these habits get me into a place where I'm so much more successful. The next thing I like to do is 10 things before 10 o'clock. So before it hits 10 a.m., I've already completed 10 things. Whether it be something as insignificant as maybe taking the clothes out of the dryer, or taking the trash out, or going and exercising, or listening to a podcast, try to do 10 things before 10 o'clock. It's super easy. What that does for you is it makes those mind links that you've got the ball going. You're ready to go, and now you're rolling. I've noticed on days that I do 10 things before 10 o'clock, I am much more productive the entire day, rather than on days that I don't do 10 things before 10 o'clock. It's just the way my body works, and I think yours would work the same way too. Give it a try, see how it works. And remember, these things are not to be tried on one day and 2 days and expect results. Give it a couple weeks, give it a couple months, and I promise you start seeing those results as they start developing more into habits. These are all supposed to be habits for you. Another one of my habits that I like to do, when it starts hitting close to about 7:30, 8:30 in the evening, I make a list. I make a list of things that I need to get done for the next day. Because if I don't make a list of things that I need to get done the next day, when I'm up in the morning, all pumped up and ready to go, I don't know what to do. So I have a list that I make for myself of X, Y, and Z that needs to get done tomorrow. So when I am ready to go, after I've done my morning routine, I'm sitting at my desk, I'm ready to go, I attack this list and bam, 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 task after task. Get it done. So make sure you're planning the next day out so you know exactly what you're going into. Otherwise, you spend the first 30 minutes planning it. The reason I plan it the day before is because it's fresh in my head. Towards the end of the day, I'm always thinking, okay, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. I need to tell myself, hey, you need to also stop. Like you're done working for the day, pick this up again tomorrow. But I finished my task list from the previous day, and then I get these thoughts about what I need to do again. So I write those down for the next day, and then I do those tasks on the next day. So making a task list for yourself for the next day, for the next week, for the next month, these are all very important. From there, the next thing, and I've lost count at this point, I'm not sure. We're on number 9. I think we're on number 9. The number 9, we're gonna go with number 9. Number 9, I like to read before I go to sleep for at least 15 minutes, 5, 10, 15. At least 15 minutes, I like to read before I go to sleep. I'll read all kinds of different books, educational books, I'll read fiction every once in a while. There's so many books out there to read. The thing with reading is it stimulates the mind a little bit, and it's perfect before you go to bed. It really educates you, and you're able to retain a lot of that while calmly putting your mind to sleep as well. Now, don't try to read more than 45 minutes at the most is what I found. After 45 minutes, I start getting distracted, I start getting bored, blah, blah, blah. Studies have shown that 75% is the best retention span for reading. I think 45 minutes for me personally, maybe it's a little different for you, but at least 15 minutes you should give it every night. Every night you should be reading for at least 15 minutes a night. And then the last thing that I want to talk to you guys about, hopefully number 10, if I haven't covered everything else already, number 10 that I want to talk to you guys about is I don't use my phone for the last hour before I go to sleep. So if I know that I'm going to sleep at 11 o'clock, which is typically what I try to go to bed at, it sometimes goes to 11:30, but I try to go to bed by about 11:30. So I will put my phone away at 10 o'clock. I will put that on charge and I will forget about it. I don't look at my phone screen. I don't look at my computer. I don't look at TV screens. This last hour of the day is about me. It's about me just kind of mellowing myself down, getting myself ready for bed, doing a little bit of reading, and just kind of relaxing. There's something about the light in the phone screen and the computer screens and TV screens that keep you awake even longer. If you spend the last hour of your day just scrolling through Instagram or looking through Facebook or browsing random websites, you're going to stay awake all night. Not only because of the information that you just got over all these different websites, but just because the light of the phone itself is going to keep you awake. Your body has a system. Just like I use the lights in the morning to wake myself up, these lights are going to keep you awake as well. So if you want to get to sleep, if you want to get to bed and get immediately to sleep, then you should be able to not use your phone for the last hour before you go to bed. Follow these 10 habits and I promise you, you will start seeing a difference in your life. You will start seeing a difference in all the outcomes that come out of your life. If you enjoyed this video, do me a small little favor, hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. I would really appreciate it. Every Wednesday and Sunday, I'm here at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I post all kinds of cool stuff on finances, on lifestyle, on motivation, and I'm just going to keep going from here. If you have a comment or suggestion of something that you want me to do a video on, comment that below as well. I got my Instagram right here as well. Follow me. I'll motivate you on a daily basis. You can see my lifestyle. You can see how I wake up before the sun every single morning, beat the sun up, and how that motivates me and changes my life completely. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.